It's always a delight to bring all forms of art to your TV and feels so relaxing to be creative. Welcome to the Art Express, where you find your expression. Dr. Popola is a contemporary Nigerian artist who specializes in synergetic metal sculpting. He creates pieces of works from discarded scrap materials. His works are focused on transforming trash to treasures. Now let's check out his recent work to His Royal Majesty Oba Said Ademola Elegushi of the Ikate Kingdom.
My name is Dr. Popola. I'm the welder of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I do sculptures. I do synergetic metal sculptures, and I use my work to solve environmental problems. And well, today I just want to introduce my recent sculpture to the public. This is one of my biggest lions so far, and it belongs to one of the pristine, handsome-looking, vibrant king in Africa. This lion is titled the Lion of Ikate Kingdom. So I use the lion to tell the story of the Ikate Kingdom, and I just spell out the stories all over the sculpture. So if you look at it critically, you would see a long history, decades of history on that piece, from 1632 till date. So this is a bronze sculpture of the 20 white cap chiefs and Kuchenla II, the father to the current king. So, this is exactly the way the white cap chiefs dressed then, before the throne was now, celebrated as a king kind of throne. So I try to put some MSA. This is the king's entourage, the guys that protect him. Now, if you look at this side, you see I put 1632. It's always good for us to memorize our history, to understand our history properly. If you look at the anatomy of this lion, it's gorgeously done with recycled materials. And I can take you through many recycled stuff that I put on this piece. So on this other side, there's a bronze cast of the Eyo. So the Eyo Adimo is here. And this is one of the Eyo that belongs to the royal family of Ikate Kingdom. Now, if you look at inside here, you'll see the Eyos dancing and entertaining the king. There are two of them inside that piece. Now, this is about 100 kg bronze portrait of Oba Said Elegushi, the current king. He's the Kuchenla III. So this is his bronze portrait. So I got several of his pictures, and it took me like 6 months to study this, carefully sculpted it in clay, cast in bronze before installing it here. Then if you look inside, you will see his forefathers, his ancestors, praying and wishing him well. Yeah. So then the eagle is there, his messenger. Then the teeth is also cast in bronze. So now one of the things that I've tried to do to transpose my sculptures from just mere scrap to an hybrid kind of art is to use a combine carefully sculpted bronze pieces and found objects, like scraps. So with the two, it makes it an hybrid kind of art. And I think I love this. I mean, I love the teeth, the details on the face.
Also on theatre, Times and Places is an art exhibition of paintings by Abiodun Badejo, held at the Gemini Art Gallery and supported by the Legacy Empire Gallery, Lagos. Let's take a look.
As an artist, artists are also visual commentators. We document and we preserve stories about places. Really, art is also a voice on its own. It's a way of teaching people, it's a way of telling people something, either the one they have known or the one they do not know. So, as an artist, we go to, as a landscape artist, we visit many places and see the activities around. Then document it, rebrand it, recompose it, and paint it. So to tell people stories, to teach people what they need to know about those places. And we keep those things as our research because in the nearest future, there may be changes. It's just a way of cataloging those areas. It's either they have to eat or they take it off completely. So that is it.
The works shown here, most of which are executed in impasto, illustrate the universality of the theme. Through the perspective of times and places, we witness the artist's inner dialogue with the world, the people, the cultures, and the memories that have left indelible imprints on his canvas. Whether it is the vibrancy of a bustling market scene, the minimalism of a solitary traveler, or the otherworldly monochromatic expressions that challenge our perception of time and space, each piece encourages reflection.
The works of Abiodun Badejo are interesting works in the sense that they document places and spaces around him and by extension Lagos. So that's one of the things I find interesting, and it's also why we titled this exhibition Times and Places, because it's basically exploring places and spaces that have one way or the other made impact in his life, especially as an artist, because when as an artist you document spaces, you go out to do outdoor paintings, there are some spaces that live long in your memory. So such spaces are what we are seeing in the works of Badejo today. What's special about what Badejo is doing? Badejo actually frees time. It frees the time, frees the moment, it frees what we actually ignore, what we overlook. I think that's just because the majority of Nigerian artists are actually moving towards other direction where Badejo it's going in Gemini art.
Culturati is Africa's largest cultural fusion and for 17 years has dedicatedly remained a catalyst for the creative economy. Now it brings together Africans to explore the many aspects of Africa's rich and diverse culture in an attempt to establish culture and the arts as veritable tools for social cohesion, youth development, tourism and economic empowerment. Let's enjoy Culturati 2023.
Round is about celebrating the African culture, and most of the products I sell, I mean the outfits, are based. I usually use African textiles to create to create contemporary outfits, and I derived this concept because I'm very passionate about the African culture. When I was in the Western world, I noticed some don't want to identify with the African culture, but I grew up here. I have a strong allegiance to my African culture. And I decided my fashion, because I've always had a passion for fashion, and I went to get further education on it to know what I'm doing. And based on that, I designed outfits which celebrate the African culture.
I mean, we were here the other time. I think this will be our second or third time now, and I've always been expecting, big, massive. I get to see a lot of people. You get to see a lot of tourists, people coming around. You want to feel culture because Africa is all about culture. You want to go deep down. You want to know the roots. You want to know this. That's why I also went into the African stuff. Like the beads and necklaces, the cowries, and yeah. So we have Ashoke bags, we have Ankara bags, like this small bag. This is an Ankara bag. We make them small, we make big. Even when I'm putting on these cowries, we make them ourselves, and they're original cowries. We do beads, like stone beads, crystal beads. We have, and they're not just any beads. We have moonstone, we have sapphire, we have emerald. Those that know about crystals know what they mean. So yeah, different things, like even this Chanel bag with velvets, it goes deep down. See, very pretty. Many different stuff. We have keychains, and we craft these stuffs, and they are handmade, you see. Yes, you don't just get them. So, for example, this is a tiger eye bead, and this is like a red moon bead. There's so many. We have onyx. They're different, depending on what energy you want to go with. We have the moon crystals, and that's like the African culture is very deep. So when you understand it, you know what I'm talking about.
We have fragrance air. They are fragrance for the house. You can burn them in the house, in the office, at your store. It makes the house smell nice. People will enter your house. They'll ask you what is smelling in the house. It brings good vibe to the house. It brings good energy. It's really good for the house. We have them. They're very affordable. The burner, the fragrance, and other stuff that are very, very lovely that you love when you get to this stand. Yes, it's instead of we going for air freshener and all that, we go back to our burning, getting charcoal, burner, and burning them in the house. We practice this by ourselves. It's not that we are spraying the already made air freshener. We are practicing this physically by ourselves. That's why it is more of art and all that. It's our charcoal here. The charcoal comes to this. So I have one piece here. So you're going to light it. You can light it with a lighter or a matches. So the brazier is too much for the. So why you light this, it's going to spark. So then you leave it on the burner. This is our burner here. You leave it a minute to catch, because if the charcoal doesn't catch and you put the incense, the charcoal is going to go off and it will not on again. So you leave the charcoal to catch very well for a minute. Then you can get your incense. You put it on top of the charcoal. Make sure it's on top of the charcoal. And you cover it. Then you take over the whole house. Your house will smell marvelous. It will smell luxury. People ask you what is smelling in your house. So it's a very simple processing. All you need to do is just to get the needed materials to do it.
The national championship in Bayelsa, that was in June this year. So, to freestyle because of the danger. Wow! If she had done that, if she had succeeded in flipping him off, that would have been the end of the match. But that would be 3 points. Yes, those are the techniques. Those are the techniques. But still,
I think it's just a great way for people to come and celebrate culture. There's good food, there's good music, there's a lot to learn, a lot to see, there's performances, there's art. It's a great concept, and we're really happy to be part of it.
Culturati 2023 is dedicated to harnessing this potential to engage and empower youths, promote cultural tourism, generate employment and boost the African economy. It seeks to further amplify these efforts by exploring new opportunities within African culture for investments in music, arts and food. These initiatives are poised to empower youths, promote cultural tourism, generate employment and significantly boost the African economy.
Well, what I'll say so far about the Culturati event is, it's been a good one. I mean, day 2 especially has been extra special. We've seen a lot of activities, cultural activities. We saw the Egungu group earlier on, troop from Cameroon, Cotonou earlier on, and that was beautiful. You know, it took us back, reminded us of our culture, of who we are, as Africans, as Nigerians. And what I love the most about the Culturati is it's actually celebrating our culture in different ways, in diverse ways, in fashion, in our dance, in our music. We saw the wrestling, and we saw the Zulu dance earlier on. So you can see a lot of our culture, is being represented, in our way of life.
Here we are selling fruits, all kind of fruits. You can see it by yourself. This is coconut water, and you can see that one. It's pineapple, but we can produce it to pineapple juice or pineapple massage. We have many here. Yeah, it's good for health. Everybody knows it's good for health.
Oh wow, it's amazing. Well, I was at last year's zone too, and it was wonderful. So coming to this year's zone, I'm expecting even more and more. I have more expectancy for this year's zone. These are African arts, wooden and beads, and my wife makes these earrings and bracelets here. And the woods are carved with, I carve ebony woods, and so I use them to make elephants and giraffes and also the tortoise. And I have some masks from Ghana over there, and the Wazobia mask, which depicts the Hausa, Igbo and Yoruba. Yeah, it's over there. And I have the shadow and some bronze. Yeah. You can take a bead to anywhere because everyone wears beads. Everyone should get a bead. Everyone should get a bead. You don't have a bead, you should get one. And then these ones are good for your houses. Yes, you can put them as room decorations. The hats can go anywhere in the beach, anywhere you want to go to. And then this is bronze and leather, and you can use it to anywhere you want to go.
Is an acrylic painting. It's self-titled. It's titled Omobolanra. So I like to do a lot of Afrocentric paintings, as you can see in this and this, and it basically just celebrates the beauty of African women. You know, as you can see with the Afro, and in this one with the Bantu knots, and you know, basically the brown skin, basically just celebrating the beauty of African women and African culture. And then these are my mandala drawings. Mandala drawings are basically symmetrical drawings. These are all done with ink on paper. These are all done with ink on paper, basically, and yeah, here they are. They're basically symmetrical drawings that represent different things. This one, for instance, is titled Inriajo, and it basically just describes the story of the human journey through life, as you can see with the sand of time, the compass, and yeah, the symbols. Basically, for my mandala drawings, I tend to work with a lot of symbolism. This is titled Irawo. It just basically means superstar. It represents, celebrating the star in you. This is titled Transcendence, and this piece just represents, finding your higher being and finding who you truly are. This is also another mandala drawing titled The Alignment. Basically just represents, finding that place in life where things don't have to be perfect, but just learn to live with it that way.
We have a nice art here, which means we have oil on canvas and acrylic artwork, and then we have some metals and some carvings and beads to showcase to people, to make everybody know that there is artwork and there is a creativity in Nigeria that make us to more progress on art life. We have different kind of rates, like the metal. The asking price for the metal, I think it's like 9M asking price, yeah, because it's a big artist work. We still have like painting stuff also. We have a lot of artist work here, like Akile. We have Morakenyo, and we have Emmanuel Anaye, and a lot like that to let people know that art is available.
Oh, this is beautiful because showcasing African is the basic, because people out there need to see what we are. And we need to be on the table to be able to speak that there is fashion. There is something unique from Africa.
Wow! Cultural traditions and perspectives shapes who we are. So let's keep promoting and preserving the African culture through the arts. That's our package for this week. See you next time.